and thanks for tuning in to day 10 of my live at 8 a.m. So please grab a tasty beverage. Today I am focusing on water. Okay, I do have other things here. I've got tea and coffee, but water is delicious and it's cheaper. And we are blessed here in America and most places in America to have the access to clean drinking water. And every time I drink, I try to be thankful for that. And I know that sounds really hokey, but just being thankful for a refreshing drink of water, it puts me in an attitude of gratitude, which is fantastic. So cheers. Here's to 5 to 7 minutes of attitude of gratitude. Cheers. Great. Okay, so let's take a few moments for yourself. Okay, so we're gonna just spend 5 to 7 minutes here with me. I'm just trying to, I thought there was somebody on the chat, but there's not. So we're gonna spend 5 to 7 minutes together, and we're gonna start with a little relaxation. So inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And we're slowing our breathing down right now to just take a moment, be present. There's a million things happening right now and in your life, I'm sure, in the world. But this is just 5 minutes for you. So if you can do this, get a little mindful every day. You might have some tools that'll help you better face the day. That's my goal, is to give you interesting stuff that I learned. And that helped me. So today is March 20th. It's the first day of spring. So welcome spring, and I just want to take a few moments to really slow our breath down. So inhale through your nose, and exhale through your mouth, and we're really taking a minute here for ourselves, okay? We've been speaking about the 4 agreements all week. So the first 2 are, 1, be impeccable with your word. 2, don't take anything personally. That's a hard one. That was maybe the hardest one for me, because I used to take everything personally. And by not taking things personally, stuff can't affect you as much. If you want it to, if you care about what that person thinks, then sure, you can allow it to affect you if you want. But not overall, not taking things personally is such a superpower. And it requires practice, but it requires practice, but it's a really good thing not to let people worry about what you think. Oh, hi, Art. Thanks for tuning in. It's you and me, Art. You're my only viewer right now. Okay. So anywho, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate that. Okay. Number 3 and number 4. So the third one is don't make assumptions. Ask questions. So that's a really good one, because I actually assumed about these 4 agreements who had told me about it. So the person that told me about it said, oh, and the person that told me about it said that I didn't read the book fast enough. And so then I went to the person who I thought told that person about it. I said, hey, that was cool. You turned so-and-so on to the 4 agreements, and now I learned about it too. And then that person said, no, I was just mocking him for not finishing the book. So don't assume things. I assumed that person had said that. They didn't, and it was nothing. It was harmless. But I do that a lot. Like, I'll kind of create a story in my head sometimes. So by not assuming things, we actually can move about the world in a much more healthy way. And the 4th agreement is, oh wow, this is great, always do your best. So yes, even when no one's looking. So that is kind of how you know you're in the zone. When you do things when you know other people are going to notice you, that's great. But always doing your best, even when I forgot to put my mic on. Always doing your best, even though you know no one's actually watching you. That's when you know you're in the zone. So always do your best, even when it's just you, because you're watching you and you deserve it. You deserve your best. So always do your best. Yesterday, okay, so that's the 4 agreements. I hope you enjoyed them. They came out in 1997. And actually the author of this book is going to be here on the East Coast in September. So he's, I think, at the Omega Institute. So if you're interested in learning more about the 4 agreements, you can actually meet the author. I think they're based in California or Texas, but they're coming up north in September. So that's kind of neat. So yesterday, I was watching Lewis Howes, and he has the School of Greatness. And he brings on these very interesting guests. One of the guests was a psychotherapist, and his name was Jerry Wise.
And he said something very interesting that echoed what I said yesterday, because I said my goal here is to kind of learn how to reparent ourselves. And he said this very cool quote, "It's never too late to have a happy childhood. So let's start now." That was so cool. Jerry Wise, I agree with you. So I started watching his thing last night, and I'll do a whole video on that. But he had some really good points about how we need to reparent ourselves sometimes. We can't rely on what we were brought up with. I mean, our parents did the best they could with what they knew how to do. But you know what? Once we're adults, and he said that too, once we're adults, it's our responsibility to heal ourselves. So you are here. So thank you for hanging in there, folks that didn't change the channel. But that's the goal with this channel, is to heal ourselves, to learn how to move about life in the best way possible. So on that note, I hope you have a great day. I hope you can take some of these ideas with you. And if you can try and, look at things a little bit differently, take your time as you meander through your day, and I hope you find peace. So from myself to yourself, thank you for joining me on this journey. And thanks for tuning in, Art. Okay.